Coach Stevens. Start with John Corrales.
So, Brad, interesting that you staggered Kemba there and played him at the end of the third. Was that because you wanted him to close the game? Was that because you wanted to pair him up with Tice?
Close the game.
Gary Washburn.
Hey, Brad. It just seemed like you guys lost this game at the free throw line. I mean, they went to the line, I think, like 45 times. What can you do against Embiid? Is that just how you're going to have to play it and take chances when he's like that and he's drawing those fouls?
No, we got to do our best to play without fouling. I'll go back and watch, and we'll go through each one to figure out what we can do better. He's going to score some, but 42 is too much. Like it's going to be hard to win a game when the best player on the other team gets 42 points, right? So you have to go back to how can we be better? I thought not only did he score those points, he also handled the double pretty well on a couple of occasions, and it led to 3-pointers. So he had a huge impact on the game. He was terrific tonight. And, we'll look at the film and see where we can improve.
Mark Murphy.
Hey, Brad. You say it's up to the team to basically meld to Kemba. I mean, you feel like that's happening? He got off pretty well today.
Yeah, he was good. I thought he did a pretty good job today. I mean, it's hard to play 5-minute stints and then, don't play for, however long it was before he went back in at the start or the end of the third quarter. But, we got a lot of guys on the bench that do that, and probably gives Kemba an even better appreciation for all those guys and being called on at unique times and always having to be ready. But, I thought that he's got his burst, which is really encouraging. And, I think we'll get better as time goes on as a team. But, we've got a long way to go and improve, as I said several times over the last couple of weeks. And, I thought that we played a lot better tonight than we have in some of our wins. And we got beat by a good team and a great player had a great game.
Gary Washburn.
Hey, Brad, you started Grant along with Tristan. Are you still at the point where you're experimenting with lineups? Is there something about that particular lineup that you like? Or does it put you at a disadvantage offensively?
I would say that Tatum will start when he comes back. So I know that for a fact. What I don't know is necessarily how we're going to go game to game till that. But I think that Grant gives us a lot of good, valuable minutes. He got himself in foul trouble, but he's a physical player. He moves the ball. He keeps it popping. I think those are all really good things. But, when Tatum comes back, he'll start.
John Corrales.
That Kemba combination with Tice really seemed to work well. Tice was really good offensively. Would you attribute that to just familiarity and playing off of a great player and playing a position that he's used to playing versus what he's been asked to do?
They've had a great connection from day one, John. If you go back and watch last year and how Tice finds Kemba both in transition and in the half court, and how Kemba, I think, has a good feel for the speed of his rolls, where he's going to be when he needs to be there, all that stuff. That was one of the reasons why I thought Tice really, at the start of last year, really had separated himself because he had a great way of finding others and making them better. I thought he played well tonight. He did a lot of great things, not just the shooting, obviously, but the way that he got in and out of screens. And I thought he fought defensively. It's a hard guy to guard, obviously.
Tom Westerholm.
Hey, Brad, it looked like Romeo was getting some shots up pregame. I was just wondering if there was any update on his progress and where he's at right now.
Just next step is getting shots up pregame, Tom. I mean, there's not much going on. He is shooting with the right hand, which is encouraging. Has been for 5 days or so. But I don't even know if he was shooting threes tonight or not. I know that they started out shooting 17 footers just to not stress the wrist. So he still has a long way to go.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up right there. Thanks,
Thanks.
Coach.